How's it going, people? Bobby here once again. You might know me online as Ironhammer5, and today I've got the Tobeco Velocity RDA Clone, and it's pretty awesome. Let's take a look at it. So, as always, just in case you care, here's the box that it comes in, Tobeco clone box. Many of them come in these same kind of boxes, really, to be honest. And has a picture, doesn't say Velocity anywhere, which probably smart when you're making a clone. And it's just a normal cardboard box. Inside, you get the RDA. Of course, you get a packet with spare O-rings and some grub screws. You also get the Allen key to use with the grub screws. Then you get the RDA itself, and you get the 510 drip tip adapter which goes in there. It comes with a wide bore drip tip on the top there, and they screw in and out if you want to change between the two, so they don't just push in, which is good because it means once you screw the adapter in, you can pop a drip tip in and out without any concern. So the RDA is here. You've probably seen it before by now, but I wanted to share my thoughts on it. Starting from the bottom, it's got V9109, which I guess is some kind of serial number. Silver plated 510 pin, which I believe is adjustable. I've been adjusting it. I haven't had any troubles anyway. Then around the side we have the airflow, which I'll get into in a sec, and a wide bore drip tip, which swaps out, which I'm going to do for the 510 drip tip adapter, which personally I prefer. If you've watched my videos before, most of the time when there's a wide bore drip tip, if it has the option for a smaller one, I'll use the smaller one because I prefer the flavour from a smaller one. If you're really cloud chasing, you can use the big one, and it's not ridiculously big, it's a nice size. I have used it as well. I like the fact that you can drip through it. I do have 510 drip tips which are just about wide enough to drip through, such as that one, which is what I've been using. I've actually been using my pink one on there. You know what I'm like with my pink guys. I've been using it like that. If we pop it open, you can see my janky build in there as always, because I'm always too lazy to take it out. But it does have an unusual two-post design, which is something different to what we've seen. And this is probably the main feature of this RDA. You can see it has two posts, the positive and negative. There's a peak insulator on this side, which kind of goes right down to the bottom. You can just about see it underneath there. And then the negative on this side, and you have two holes for each, and so you can see how I kind of built it there. The grub screws come in from the side, and I haven't had any trouble with the grub screws, like clipping leads or anything like that, or with the Allen key not screwing them fine. Mine have been absolutely fine with this one. I built it with like kind of one lead coming in to the bottom and one lead going into the top on the other side, and then you can reverse it like that, and it makes for a really easy build. If you're used to making center post builds on like 3-post, 4-post RDAs, then it does take a little bit of getting used to kind of adjust to building on here. Even though it's really straightforward, it does take a little bit of getting used to. I'm used to building off to one side kind of, so I've kind of had to adjust to building it kind of central like that, which is a bit strange to begin with, but it's fine. It's a really easy, simple build. One of the best parts about it is when you put your leads through to the other side and you want to clip them, say on here, you can really easily get to your leads and clip all 4 leads without any troubles. They don't overlap the other coils or bump into other coils. You haven't got to get through any little tiny gaps. You can just clip your leads with no problems whatsoever. Nice O-rings. I've been using this for a few weeks now, and there's no sign of wear on the O-rings. They're fine. Everything fits together nicely. The top cap sits nicely on top of there, and it's just been really great so far. As far as building and build quality, there's really no complaints whatsoever. Considering it's a clone, it's really well made. I'm very pleased with it, to be honest, the way that it's built. You've got a really deep juice well in there as well. Because there's no center post, it's really easy just to drip through the middle there, and you can just fill it up with juice, load it up, get plenty of juice in there. It's really good for that too. So that is the build deck, and it's a really nice build deck. People have been raving about it, and I can see why now. I've got one myself. It's really nice to build on, and big giant post holes. I mean, you can, and really big space to build too. Like, you can really pretty much build just about anything on here, and you can get creative too. I've seen some quad coil designs and things like that that people have put in here too. So there's plenty of options for building. That's the base. You can see there's a little notch on this side. Maybe you can see it just raised up here, and that corresponds with a little notch which is inside there, which is kind of hard to see, but it's just over this side here. There's a little notch, so you do have to line that up when you put the top cap on, and it kind of clips together. But the reason for that is, well, it does have a couple of other benefits actually. For example, if you're screwing it onto your mod, that stops it from the top cap from spinning around, so you can just no matter how tight it is, you can always unscrew it from your mod without any troubles. But it also facilitates this top airflow. So the airflow here is also very different to what we've seen on many other RDAs. You can see the airflow holes are here, and there's one on the other side. There's no single coil option, so if you're a single coil person, this probably isn't for you. But you have infinitely adjustable airflow. It screws up and down like this, which is why you need that part in the bottom to kind of hold it together. You can see it opens all the way up, all the way up, all the way up to about that big. And then also on the top there, those two small airflow holes here, you can see it's kind of like a supplemental airflow holes, and you can open them, close them halfway should you wish. I haven't really been using them. I find they do mute the flavour. If you're using a really hot, really big coil in there or something, having that extra airflow will help cool it down a little bit. But personally, I've just been twisting it off like that and using it just like that. And then obviously it opens all the way up to that, but on the flip side, you can also close it all the way down, and you can actually, if you're putting it in your pocket, you can actually close it off completely like this, so there's no holes at all apart from the top, and you're not going to get no leaking either. If you can be bothered to unscrew it and screw it every time you want to put it in your pocket, I'm far too lazy for that. If you can, then that does help as well, so that's pretty cool too. But if you want to just kind of have a nice flavour build in there, you can open it up a tiny amount and just have a little tiny sliver of airflow there. I've been using it probably around about, I would say, thinking maybe about there. So I've just over halfway open, plenty of airflow. I'll get really nice flavour with the 510 drip tip on top, and you get really nice clouds. The only complaint with the build quality is you might be able to just about see it here. When I got it, there's a little marking on there, like a machining defect or something, like something isn't quite been polished properly or something, I don't know, but that's super minor, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I've been vaping it almost every day, and it's great. I absolutely love it. I can see why everybody has been raving about it, but let's have a little vape of it and I'll talk about it a little bit more, give you my pros, any cons. There's one tiny con which is like nothing. Let's do that. So there it was up close, guys. Here it is, ready to vape. Let's have a little vape, shall we? Super nice. Really good flavour with that 510 drip tip. You do lose it a bit if you use the wide bore, but obviously that's always going to happen. I'm vaping it like usual, my usual 24 gauge build at about 50 watts. And I've been thoroughly enjoying it. So let's talk about it a little bit more. Great flavour. The options for as far as airflow goes, like I say, it's infinitely adjustable. If you want to close it down 0.5 millimeter more than what you have, easily done just by twisting the top cap a little tiny bit. It's really great. And by the way, I'm vaping on Tiger's Eye from the hatchery today, which is actually mine and my buddy's e-juice line, which is just launched not so long ago. I'm going to make a separate video to tell you guys all about it, but I wanted to throw that in there. It's really tasty shit, but I'm going to say that, right? But yeah, we'll just save that for another video. But yeah, you can adjust it as much as you want. It's great. The top supplemental airflow holes, those little ones, with them open, you do get more airflow, more clouds, and a much cooler vape if you prefer that, but you do lose some flavour, of course. I've been thoroughly enjoying it, like I said in the close part, and there's really nothing to complain about at all. If I had to find one tiny complaint, it would be that this groove that runs all the way around the edge where you can unscrew and screw it together, it does collect some condensation, and after a long session of vaping you kind of notice that it kind of builds up a little bit sometimes. It stays in there, it doesn't end up everywhere until you touch it. I'm fussy about how messy shit gets sometimes, because I do use an RDA everywhere I go. That does bug me the tiniest bit, but it's so minor. That's me searching for a complaint, like really searching for something to complain about. Aside from that, I've been absolutely loving it. I've been using it all day. This has now joined my troll in like full-time vape RDAs. This and my troll is what I basically go between all the time. Normally there's a few other RDAs that I use as well, Mutation XV4, but this and the Troll are like my go-to RDAs now. I love them both pretty much equally. The dripping thing through the middle with no center post, and the way you build this is really easy, so it does make for a really nice RDA for beginners as well, because it is so easy to build on. It's really simple. There's no kind of things you have to figure out. Like when you start building on like a 4-hole RDA with like the center block, or on a 3-post one, it kind of takes some getting used to. Like when you put your wires through the holes, you have to position them so that you can easily clip the leads and all that kind of stuff. With this, there's really nothing to worry about. You put it through the holes, you clip it, you tighten it down with the Allen key, and it's absolutely great. I have seen you can buy some like flathead screws for it if you don't like the Allen key heads. Maybe that's an option. My Allen key heads have been absolutely fine, and I have no problem with Allen key heads at all. The screws have been great. The quality of it is absolutely great. I've had nothing to complain about really, honestly, apart from that tiny bit of juice that collects in the in that groove around the edge. Really nothing at all. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say, but basically there's really not. It's awesome. It's kind of like, if you look on Reddit or anywhere where people are asking, I want to get an RDA, which one should I get? Everybody is saying the Velocity. Now I've got one, I know exactly why. It's just great. Everybody that I know who's got one loves it. Everybody that I've seen talking about it loves it. I haven't seen anybody say that they don't like it. There's no reason that you wouldn't like it. Masses of options as far as builds go, as far as airflow goes. Just a really nice RDA. The authentic obviously is quite a bit more expensive, but I think it would be worth even buying an authentic if you can afford it, because it'll probably be a little bit nicer. But the manufacturing on this clone is spot on. I've got nothing to complain about. Everything fits together nicely, nothing's loose, there's no crappy O-rings that kind of wear out after 2 days or anything like that. Just been thoroughly enjoying it. If you're an RDA user, or you're thinking of becoming an RDA user, you should definitely have one of these in your arsenal, because it is fucking awesome. It's super awesome. So I got mine from my good buddies at Vapor Depot, which is also the company who are stocking this hatchery e-juice. So check them out at vapordepot.com. If you do want to buy one from them, they've set me up with an affiliate link, so you can support me at the same time. I will get a small percentage of anything you purchase from them. I'll put that link down below. If you want to just go to vapordepot.com, you don't want to use the affiliate link, that's up to you. I don't mind, it doesn't bother me. If you'd like to support me, that's your choice. You can click that link and you can help me at the same time. If you're in the US, there's plenty of places stocking them. If you don't want to buy from Vapor Depot, buy from somewhere else in the UK even. I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just giving you an option. If you want to support my videos at the same time, you can do that. But yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Is it the best RDA? A few people have said it is the best RDA. It's certainly one of the best I've used. I don't know, there's something about the Troll that I just love. I love it's green, it looks awesome. I don't know which one I would choose between the two. I really couldn't choose between the two. Just absolutely love it. So that's about it, I think, guys, for the Velocity RDA Clone by Tobeco. An awesome RDA. Definitely check it out. So with that, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm sorry, now come to the end of the video, probably like my usual subscribers are the ones that are going to watch this far. I'm sorry for the lack of videos lately. Shit's a bit weird here for me lately. I'm not going to go into it on this. Maybe I'll make a vlog at some point and kind of fill people in. I'm going to be moving soon to somewhere else, and just shit's all up in the air around here lately. I've still got no internet connection at home, so I'm having to go elsewhere and upload these videos. It's just all a bit weird. I'm doing what I can. I haven't disappeared. I'm still making videos. I'm still vaping. I'm still trying to get my hands on as much stuff as I can to make videos for. So thanks to my good buddies Johnny and Tony over at Vapor Depot for sending this out to me. I'm glad you did, because I fucking love it. So don't forget, subscribe, like, comment. Have you got one? Tell me what you think about it. Check out my Twitter and all that good stuff. I'm Ironhammer5. Just search for Ironhammer5. You can find me if you want to. I'm not hard to find. I'm all over the internet. So thanks for watching, people. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all very soon, hopefully, as soon as I can anyway, with another video. That's about it. So take care. You're all fucking awesome. And bye-bye.